Well, hello and welcome to another episode of the New Old Computer Show. And yeah, if you like my streams, I have plenty of them up on my channel. Please have a look. And if you like what you're seeing, you can hit the like button. It really helps out folks like us who are only getting started with um, online content. And yeah, your appreciation and your support, it means a lot to me. So yeah, um, without further ado, let's get back into my long journey towards a fully functioning, fully operational Macintosh SE30. Oh, and hi Brendan, thanks for joining. Um, well, the machine is basically working. It's in great shape, as a matter of fact, at this point. The only thing I have yet to do is to get a permanent internal storage solution, as well as getting the whole max out the memory and get the software set up and everything. So where we left off last time, I was troubleshooting this Blue SCSI V2, the very latest and most powerful ever Blue SCSI device, capable up to I think 10 megabytes per second data throughput. So it's a very good device for especially high-end SCSI Macs and other SCSI computers. It's definitely overkill for this SE30 with its um, by all means slow bus and slow CPU. Now we run into a problem if you in the last stream where well, 2 streams ago, where the activity LED did not light up, and we concluded last time that the the LED header is simply not getting enough voltage to drive it, unless it's a very fresh and an LED spec for very low voltages. We were getting something like 3.8, 3.9 volts. Now, another thing that I noticed is that the moment you hook up this, and I don't think I did that on stream, but the moment this device is hooked up, the 5-volt rail even drops on the entire computer, right? So when measuring the 5 volts elsewhere, so without the Blue SCSI 2, we are getting about 4.96 volts. But when the Blue SCSI V2 is installed, connected and running, the entire 5-volt rail drops to 4.80 something, or 4.84 or something. It's probably, if you look back at the stream, you can see, I think I measured it on stream. And that's concerning, right? Because this, although I said that the Raspberry Pi Pico is a power-hungry device, it doesn't, it's not power hungry as a traditional spinning Rust hard drive, and that works perfectly fine in here. Well, it runs off of 12 volts, of course, but the 5 volts that come through the hard drive circuitry that goes into the LED, that lights up absolutely fine. So there is, shouldn't be anything wrong with the CPU PSU at the end of the day. And then if you go in and measure the voltage on the Blue SCSI circuitry itself, it's down to I think it was 4. No, sorry. The termination voltage is about 4.7 after a diode drop on the logic board. That term power drops to, I think it was something like 4.3 volts when the Blue SCSI is installed. So something on the Blue SCSI is draining a lot of voltage, and there's nothing that gets hot on this board, because that if there's a short in one of the ICs or something like that, you would, or if a diode is shorting out, you should feel a lot of heat being generated, but that's not the case either. So there's some mystery going on this board, and I was speaking to the creators of this board, the creators of the Blue SCSI V2, Eric Helgeson and Androda. And the conclusion was basically there's something wrong with this Blue SCSI board here. Or it could be the board, I guess it could be the Raspberry Pi itself, for instance. And it's a little bit beyond my abilities really to troubleshoot this device. I don't have enough know-how about how this is designed. It's not super complicated, but so I'm planning to ship this back to the factory and have it looked at. And in the meantime, I'm gonna switch gears, and so let's unplug this for now, and then let's remove the SD card. Let's put this over here, and let's bring out these little good boys. This is a pack of Blue SCSI 1.1 boards. The Blue SCSI 1 will also go perfectly fine in this computer. So here's the unpopulated board. Like so. I have the Bluepill sitting right here. I bought a batch some time ago. It's usually a bad idea to just buy a bunch of Bluepills and put them away for a while. I should probably build these right away, but I was too lazy / busy because you never know how well these are gonna work. These are, when you get these off of eBay or AliExpress, they're gonna be clones basically, without that much of a quality control process probably. So a batch that I got last year turned out they had a pull-down resistor on one of the lines on the CPU that was too high a value. I think it was supposed to be like 1K and it was 10K ohms, which meant that the line that controls the boot. What was it again? I'm trying to remember the details. Yeah, so basically the line that controls the bootloader flash state of the CPU, right? That's telling the CPU whether to accept a new bootloader software or not by a programmer. That was permanently held low, so that it was always rejecting. It was never making itself available for flashing, basically. So I had to modify two of my the Bluepills at the time to switch out the 10K resistor for a 1K resistor, and it's always fun on these super miniaturized boards to do that kind of modification. But hopefully that should not be the case with this little guy. But I will definitely make sure to program it before I put it, solder it onto the board. And then I have a bag. I just ordered a kit some time ago. I think this should be all components, maybe most components necessary, excuse me, to build this device. If not, I have to go and scrounge in my drawers. But I think I should have everything. Just a moment. Just gonna share this link with somebody. Alright, back to the screen. So in my baggie, I have Zener diodes. No, sorry, they're Schottky diodes, not Zener diodes. I have resistor packs. have headers, 50-pin headers, always handy. Have bird connectors. Have more resistor packs of a different value. And I have micro SD card slots. I think what's missing here is pin headers. My pin headers over here. Several baggies. These are the same. Two pin headers, it's always good to have shorter ones around so you can cut them up easily. Oh, one thing before I get started, I should mention. So when I left, yeah, of course, the latter half of yesterday's stream, I started trying to clean up and prepare to repair a Hitachi-made SE30 power supply, and it was in pretty darn awful shape. And it's sitting over here still. I kind of put it back into its housing. So at the point where I concluded that there's something wrong with the BlueSCSI V2, and I don't necessarily need 0.4 volts additional, 5 volt. I don't necessarily need to boost the 5 volt rail on this Aztec power supply. I kind of bailed on the on this disaster here for now. I'm not gonna throw it in the trash quite yet. It's good to have around, at least as a parts board, potentially for the good part of the board. But I think the chances that this power supply will be easy to fix are fairly slim. You probably saw all of the corrosion, all of the cap juice that were kind of hiding everywhere. It was incredibly gross. Now I have, here's my little baggie. I cleaned all of the passive components that I got off it. Let's see, never gets good focus on this camera. Hello. Yes, you can see you have all the little resistors and capacitors and diodes and fun stuff in there. I bathed them overnight in some water, and then I cleaned it all up with some alcohol, and it was incredibly dirty, all of them. So there's a good chance that some of these passives are in bad shape. And the PCB itself is absolutely 100% in very bad shape, and some of the pads are coming off, and yeah, there's a slim chance that it will be an easy fix. It's probably fixable, but I'm not very hopeful that it will be an easy fix. And I have one power supply that was in similarly poor condition that I have is my Macroforma 476. I've gone over that. I think I've revisited the repair. I've repaired it I think 4 times because it keeps breaking again, and I keep having to fix traces. I keep having to redo a lot of work just because the PCB is just so weakened, and it's still kind of flaky. It doesn't turn on right away all the time. You have to kind of turn it on and then wait and then turn it off and turn it on. And it has new caps, fresh caps. There's probably some other components that are bad. So anyway, long story short, I'm putting this bag back. Oh, actually, as I put off the connector. If you can see here, this is another thing you have to be really careful. Let's switch over to this one again. Corrosion climbs up the leads basically in these things. So you see the green there. The camera wants to focus. There's some corrosion going on inside of these connector pins. And this is on the analog board side of things. And there aren't caps around the area on the analog board. So this is a case, pretty sure, where the corrosion's kind of climbed up through the leads here, which means that there's probably corrosion inside of this yellow wire, this yellow lead here. So I am putting this back into this little housing, putting the lid back on here, like so. So I have the bag of goodies inside. So all the parts are there for whenever I want to revisit this thing. Just trying to cajole it back together. Maybe I didn't get. Oh, jeez. I caused damage to the PCB trying to. I see. Did I not? Is this not back? Oh yeah, I see what happened there. So look at this. I caused some damage to the PCB right there. Whoops. Still really hard to get focus. Yeah, this camera does not do well with close-ups. I think you get the idea. Yeah, there's like a crack in the PCB there now. I don't think there are any traces nearby. Oh, really? Oops. There it is. It goes to show that these old PCBs are pretty fragile. So yeah, luckily no traces nearby. But the mistake I made was that the PCB needs to go into like a little rail here, up here. Oh, it's so hard. And I didn't push it. Oh, there we go. So now it's in place. Yeah, it's really, I don't know why there is this 10-second delay. It's really frustrating. Let's see if I can I live chat, participants. I can see you. Yes, I don't know if because I don't know if it's YouTube cheaping out on server resources. They're only running like a cron job every 10 seconds to pull in the new the new comments. Because I'm pretty sure that Twitch, for instance, has a lot more real-time feedback. Yeah, thank you, YouTube. Doing this streaming infrastructure on the cheap. That's how you win against Twitch and TikTok, right? Oh, oh, really? It's so dumb. There we go. Now it's came back together. I'll screw this back together later. So we have a program already. Actually, so let's start with this. Let's start by programming our our Bluepill. If I can find my scissors. They're over here. So Bluepill comes out. See if I can, if I recall which diode that was. I think it was R3. Oh, sorry, diode, I mean resistor. Gonna just do a quick search to see if I can find. Yeah, R3. So R3 is where there was a, actually there was supposed to be 10k ohm resistor, but it was a 100k ohm resistor installed. So let's, I'll just demonstrate that. So here's the Bluepill. R3 sits right there. It says 103. So let's do a quick look up what 103 means. SMD resistor. Resistor code. So let me just, I'll demonstrate this. So here I like to use DigiKey's resistor code calculator. So we look up 103, which means 10k ohm. That's great. So the correct resistor should be installed, but you can also validate that by measuring the resistance. .99 kilo ohms. Close enough. So that means that this Bluepill should be accepting the firmware. Now, I don't assemble Bluepills nearly as, or BlueSCSs nearly as often as I should. So I always need to remind myself how to do it. So let's look it up. Just gonna go to the BlueSCSs GitHub. By the way, should I put, I think I'll put myself in the corner here. Oh no, never mind actually. So I like to use the assembly uses 3 advanced flashing. So I'm gonna use the advanced way to flash a Bluepill. So first of all, we need an ST-Link v2, which we have. I showed that earlier. Then we need to connect pins SWDIO, ground, SWCLK clock, and 3.3 volts. Then we need to we can also, we're gonna use option 2. So option 1 is to use a compiled binary. I'm gonna use option 2, which is to build the firmware from code. Just because I can. Anyway, let's read through this. So option 2 procedure. Remove SD card, move the boot zero jumper to 1, push the reset button on the Bluepill, run the platform IO, upload task, expected output, yada yada yada. Verified OK, resetting target, yes. Move boot 0 back to 0. Push the reset switch. Then we should see the LED PC13 flashing 5 times. Then we should be good to go. So let's do that. Let me switch to my computer view like so. So I'm gonna, first of all, I'm going to, I think this is, let's check what branch we're on here. I'm on the main branch. Let's fetch all the references from remote. Then let's pull, okay, we have some, what kind of changes do I have? Okay. What are the recommendations? Yeah, I don't stash that. I think that's something that VS Code did for me. Let's fetch and then pull. There we go. Let's see what's going on in the Git log. Clarified Bluepill must be blah blah. It's just in the documentation stuff. So yeah, we're basically using the December 3rd release. And then let's open up VS Code. I have some other stuff going on here, so let's open BlueSCSI. Here is the code. We're all good. So here we have the platform IO module plugin thing. So let's get that initialized. Yes, fine. Platform IO. So while we wait for that, let's have a quick look at this programmer. So it's good to validate that we are hooking it up in the correct fashion. So as you can see here, we have 10 pins to choose from. Impose it onto these 10 pins here. Oh geez, it's so dark. If we do like this. It said chat disconnected. Successfully connected. I hope that I can see you all. So anyways, what we have is, so as per this legend here, which is still really hard to read on screen there. There we go. So the purple one is SWCLK. Yeah, there was something wrong. Maybe it was a problem on my side. Because I got the chat disconnected message. So yeah, could have been on my end. So yeah, I'm just getting the programmer ready. The gray wire is SWDIO, the black wire is ground, which is a good practice to have, and the white wire is 3.3 volts. So let's hook that up to the pins that line up with those specs. So you can actually see it on the underside of the PCB right there. So 3 volts, so the white wire goes in there, and the gray wire goes in SWD. The purple wire is this SWCLK, and then the black wire into ground, like so. So that should be a good connection. Actually, there's a little guide sticker there, tells us that is up. So let's go back to VS Code, so platform IO. Talking about unpacking something. Okay, still installing stuff. Oh, we need to move the boot 0 jumper to 1. Not to forget. So if you look under the microscope, it is boot 0 there, boot 1 there. So it's this one. We need to, that's a stiff jumper, to move it to that position. And then we connect the Bluepill, we press and release the reset button, and then we connect in the, actually, we have to use the platform IO upload task. Anyways, so we connect the thing, bring up platform IO. So it's been a while since I did this. So I think we're using the standard build profile here, STM32F1. We head over to upload. It's executing task, processing, it's compiling. It's throwing a bunch of warnings about Arduino being redefined. More warnings. Let's bring the terminal up a little bit. So this is a lot slower and a lot more warnings than I remember. So my assumption when I see these many warnings, okay, it's actually throwing an error now. The error is programming start error writing to flash at address something something, programming failed, proceed to program error call file embedded startup TCL, line 1135 file embedded startup TCL. So that's pretty basic failure. Let's try and let's just build it first. Oh, sorry. Of course, I forgot to press the reset button. So that it's building, all right. Need to double check again. So you press the reset button and then you upload. Okay, sorry about that. Reset, upload. running the verify process. Now, it's promising that, oh, it's still throwing an error. So it's timed out while waiting for targets. So it's the same error. No, it's error executing Cortex-M CRC algorithm. Verify failed. So it seems like we're failing with the hardcore approach. Let's try one more time. I'm gonna unplug it, plug it back in. So the software is clearly not. If the software is running, you should be getting a flashing LED light. So yeah, it's clearly not running. So let's run the clean task. Let's hit the reset button. Let's upload. So anyway, when we're getting these many warnings building software like this, it's usually when the libraries and APIs have changed upstream, right? So that the software is doing things that, or using the interfaces in a way that where the standard has changed. So yeah, so then the libraries are then usually, or the header, the libraries are coded to allow the old behavior, but through warnings. So yeah, if this still fails, I'm gonna bail on the from source approach, and I'm gonna just use the STM programmer instead, the programmer software. Oh, hi Xenocide. Your DS Lite to GBA mod is wired for USB-C charging. That is handy. That is very handy. So it's failing. I don't. Wonder if I'm using the wrong profile here. Don't think this is because we're using the programmer interface, not the USB interface. I think this should be correct. Wonder if I should use the tag instead, but it didn't seem like there was any code that had changed really. About the default profile. Let's try default. Oh, that's all. Okay, we don't want to upload any. Well, let's see what happens if we do upload all. There's a warning about no flashback. Yeah, still failing. All right, let's bail on this. And let's shut that down. And STM32 cube programmer. Let's see if this is more helpful. And yeah, let's go grab the code or the binary release even. Stop messing around with code. So let's grab standard bin. device. Open the programmer, move the boot jumper, we've done that. Connect the Bluepill to ST-Link. Erasing and programming. Right. This is where we want to do it. Let's use the latest release, like so. We want to verify programming, we want to run after programming, full chip erase, yes please. And then let's start programming, see what happens. Oh, actually, let's press reset again, reset button. Oops. ST-Link. So we connection to target must be established. Erase flash memory. I'll connect. There we go. Let's click the connect button. Okay, so this may be the problem we had over at VS Code as well, because yeah, well, it actually tried to program over there, but it's clearly not connecting to the ST-Link. Let's shut this down, unplug, run the STM programmer. Connect the ST-Link. Connect. Device changed, refreshing. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. Maybe this poor computer is overloaded with USB devices. It's driving 2 webcams, 1 USB microphone. What else? I guess it's not that many. 1 mouse, of course. Yeah, this. So I think that even if I don't think this is a Bluepill problem, because if I just connect the ST-Link program itself, we're gonna have the same problem. That it's not able to talk to the programmer. Has this programmer failed? Seems more likely there's something up with the USB bus. Let's try a different USB port. Restart STM. It's not connected. Gonna hook up the Bluepill again. Yeah. I don't want to reboot the PC right now. That would be obnoxious. I do have one more programmer I can try. I doubt that will make a difference, but who knows? I think there are two versions of this programming application. It's the STM32 ST-Link utility or the STM32Q programmer. So let's try. I think I have the other one installed too. This is the old school version. And of course I don't recall exactly how to do this. Target connect. Okay, that looks more promising. So let's grab that binary and ST-Link, connect, erase chip even. So let's program and verify. Skip flash protection, verify. While programming, let's see if there were any guidance here. Verify programming and run after programming. Yeah, I don't think. Let's do verify after programming. File size is bigger than flash memory size. What the? That's bizarre. We have to push reset. Wow. Can we erase it? Yes, please. So we can erase it. Can we program a... that's Pico. Have another blue SCSI version floating around down here. It's 1 kilobyte smaller. I doubt that this is the problem. Let's program and verify. Yeah, that's not the problem. Do I have a bad Bluepill on hand here? Is that what's going on? Oops. It's either that or we're just not getting connection. Connect the targets. Yeah, let's try that. I have 2 or 3 more Bluepills. Somewhere. Hey there. 3 more Bluepills. Are these gonna be duds too? I'm honestly a little bit more suspicious about my setup here right now than I am that all of these Bluepills are bad. Let's cut another one open, like so. Fortunately, these are way beyond any return dates. Just in case there's something, oops, bad with them. I'm not having much blue scuzzy luck these days. Nothing works. Let's hook it up. Connect. So yeah, there's nothing on the Bluepill right now. We have our blue scuzzy there, blue scuzzy from firmware. Let's do program and verify. Nope, file size is bigger than the flash memory size. Yeah, oh sorry, I didn't show my screen, but that was basically the same thing happened again. Now, let me try, I'm gonna try, this is, it sucks to ruin working setups, but I'm gonna steal the blue scuzzy out of my 2SI over here. This is a certified working blue scuzzy. That's in a 2SI caddy. Let's see what happens if we try to flash that one. So first we take out the micro SD card. Don't want that in. Unplug this one. And we move the boot 0 jumper to the right spot, like so. Then we connect the programmer, which is, oops, darn. Yeah. I accidentally unplugged these DuPont cables. Let's make sure we get them back in the right order. So, oh yeah, I think this is wrong. So 3.3 volts, correct, ground, correct, and then what's the next one? Oh no. Right. 3.3 SWD is the gray. Oh yeah, okay, so this is correct. So we need to try and connect that onto this header. It's a bit tricky because it's soldered in place and there's some other jumpers in the way. Kind of squeeze it in there. There we go. It's connected. Then we hook up the programmer. Now let's switch over to computer view. So let's connect to the target. So we have, here we go, some binary code stored on this Bluepill. We're using the latest firmware there. Let's do program and verify. See what happens. And that actually works. So do I have 4 bad Bluepill? Oh, actually we've tested 2, but they're all on the same batch. That would be incredibly frustrating if all these 4 Bluepills are bad. Actually, we should test. Hard to do. So what we established so far is that neither of these 2 Bluepills like to, or it claims to have any space to store the binary, which seems bogus. And this is why I should have built these Bluepills months ago. I guess just keep going, see if any of these little guys want to work. Boot 0, set to 1. Doesn't work. At least I'll be getting some pretty nice looking yellow jumpers out of this. Very, very bright yellow going on there. So 3 volts, ground. So I mean, you can certainly read that there is data. Oh, it says their flash size 32 kilobytes. So no wonder that it cannot fit. What was it, 47 kilobytes worth of data? See that? Let's read the other one again, or the one that came out of my 2SI. Oh yeah, that says, oh my gosh, what? So, what? There are Bluepills with less capacity? I didn't even know that that was a thing. Huh. That sucks. I wonder if that's a known thing you have to look out for. Yeah, 32 kilobytes of flash size. Low dense device STM32F10XX low density. Is that the difference? Oops. Medium density. Huh. So I must have bought the, oh, well, maybe the list, I guess I should not jump to the conclusion it was my fault. I'm gonna have a, let me, you need to get the STM32F103C8, not the C8T6. Well, that's good advice. Let me see if the listing was correct. I'm pretty sure I bought them on eBay. So I'm not showing my screen now for my privacy. Yep, I bought the wrong version. So this listing is correct. That is a huge bummer. I bought these. It's over a year ago. Do you think the seller would appreciate if I got back and say, hey, I want to return these. I bought the wrong ones. Where did I buy my other Bluepills from? I think I bought them all from eBay. It's just that the older one has probably fallen off. Let me check my inbox. Interesting. So these are, let's see here. Please provide feedback. Weird. Where did I buy my other Bluepills from? Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, I need to search for STM32. Wait a minute, actually the... Okay, thanks Brandon. If you want to donate a correct Bluepill, that would be awesome. I said it wrong, it's the C8 versus C6T6. So, let's see here. C8... You know, the weird thing though... C8 versus C6. If it ends with a 6, it only has 32K. Yeah, so let me show you what I have. So the first, actually, so I was wrong. The first batch that I ordered from eBay was on January 27th last year. And they are the ones that work, that I'm using, that have 64K of flash memory. Second batch I ordered on August the 14th. It has the exact same, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, C8T6. It says it's exactly the same. Yeah, they're probably mislabeled. Yeah, so let this be a lesson for you all. Well, lesson for me, because I'm the one who made the mistake. You need to immediately validate your Bluepills ability to meet your expectations, meet your requirements. So yeah, batch number 1 I ordered had the wrong value resistor in the wrong place. I could fix them myself, that wasn't too bad. Batch number 2, they're sending me the 32 kilobyte version. Yeah, let's have a look at the, let's see here. Yeah, maybe I'll order from Amazon next time so that I have the power to discard them or get the money back. So let's have a look in the microscope if we can see, I can read the, yeah, it's so hard to, okay, maybe if I angle it, yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, STM32F. I suspect that 32 is the flash memory size, right? And then we have, let's see if we can get this to focus though. Oh yeah, it's not, I think I'll do it like freehand like this. Oh, it's so hard to get that. Oh, here we go. No, 30, of course. 66, okay. Yeah, so the 32, I guess, is the 30, that's 32-bit, maybe. STM32. C8T6. C8T6. And this one was, again, C6T6. Yeah, you're right. That's the difference. So yeah, boys and girls, if you are ordering Bluepills, yeah, of course, that's yeah, I knew that. That was Secretary. Yeah, STM32 is the microcontroller. 6T6 and 8T6. 6T6. Let's check again. Yeah, so they are clearly mislabeled. Yeah, so this person was a criminal selling STM32F103 C6T6 devices as C8T6, and it's only 32 kilobytes difference, but that makes a lot of difference in the world of these microcontrollers. Let's open up the last one just to see. I assume that they're all the same, but just gonna look at it in the loop. C6T6. I am screwed. So I have 4 useless Bluepills that may or may not be usable for some other project. Maybe if I have something that is a yeah, I've had good luck with eBay's return policies. You can usually sort it out. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna at least. I'm not even sure. Let's see if I have the option of doing something with this. Yeah, so the return window has closed. So I have the ability to contact the seller, which I will do. Definitely gonna contact the seller and see if they are responsive. But yeah, at this point, it's basically up to whatever the seller, if they want to engage with me or not. But yeah, I was saying maybe there's another project out there. Maybe I should do some research to see if there is some cool project you can build with 32 kilobytes of flash storage in these things. So yeah, this was again a stream that took a different turn that I had anticipated. It's a great learning experience for me, and perhaps somebody watching can learn what to look out for. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I have the ability to leave. I think it's too late to leave feedback, actually. Yeah, that option is gone. So yeah, I will build a blue SCSI for this poor SE30 another day. Maybe by that point we'll see if I get a fixed blue SCSI V2 before I can successfully build a blue SCSI V1.1, whatever comes first. There's a little bit of a race going on now. So I'll probably wrap it there. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you have any feedback for me, I'll be happy to know. If there's something you'd love to see, please let me know. At this point in time, I've yet to get any comments in. Oh, I got one comment, I think. If it was Senaside who commented on my first video or something like that, just as a hello world. But yeah, if you wanna, please let me know if there's something in particular you wanna see from me in the future. I'm just figuring this thing out, and I definitely have some projects lined up. As a matter of fact, I can give you an early sneak peek into an upcoming project. So I talked a little bit about, for one, yeah, last time I mentioned this, the Micromac Performer repro board. So this is, I have all the components to build one of these on its way. So that will be a project in the future. This is an accelerator for an SE Plus or Classic. So you can make it as fast as a SE30 almost, but we still own limited to 4 megabytes of RAM. The other thing that I've been working on is, that's another project I'm pretty excited about. It's this the grayscale mod for the SE30. So I was very lucky to have a what's the brand name again? Let me bring it out here. So I have this Micron Color Exceed Colors 30, I think it's called, video card. It's fairly capable video card for the era. And it has a header here for an internal grayscale modification, which allows you 8-bit grayscales, so 256 grays on the stock internal CRT, which is pretty awesome. So it's right here in this 68K MLA thread. So this is there's also this reproduction version of this graphics card. But what I'm gonna build is this neckboard part and also the harness, like all the cabling here. So I have all parts for this on its way as well. So you basically install it like so, and yeah, you get some very smooth graphics like this on your SE30, which I'm pretty psyched about. So for some reason, like, this channel has ended up like the SE30 channel. It's ironic because originally I had little interest in the SC30, but yeah, I've kind of gotten into the groove of things and kind of exploring all the fun upgrades you can do, the mods. I do also have an SC30 compatible Ethernet card that sits in my 2SI, but I think in order to install it here, I need the PDS riser thingy, pretty sure. Especially if I want to have it together, installed at the same time as the Micron graphics board. So yeah, those are projects that are coming up. So yeah, I'll wrap it here. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.